a flight attendant, Betty, who like was 86 years old, had been flying for, 60 years. And so there's great stories these that we could tell. And then the comments though would be so negative. It's like, oh my God, you lost you lost my luggage, you lost my grandma, you lost my whatever. It was like it didn't matter what we said, it was still never going to be a positive experience. But conversely, yeah, even the smaller companies, what you put out there as your image is still going to impact people's perception. You've still got to manage the optics of who you are as an employer, even when you're thinking through just that product and business lens.
And I love wrapping up our conversations with kind of giving our listeners those helpful tips. So, whether it's on the company side or the job seeker side, do you have any tips for anyone navigating this job market right now? Because, as you know, it has been a little bit tumultuous the past few years for people out there, whether hiring or looking for jobs. So, do you have any words of wisdom for our listeners?
I will give a job seeker tip just because there's so many people in our space that I still have given this feedback to is it's still easiest to find a job through who you know. But one of the easiest ways to do that is to check your LinkedIn connections and find out if people know if any. Let me back up. If you're looking for a certain job, you find a job you like at a certain company, then go check your LinkedIn connections, see if there's anybody that you know that is connected that can introduce you or that can give you a referral link. Because a lot of companies have private referral links, and those referrals will get looked at first, especially in big companies that get hundreds of thousands of applications. So one of the ways to make it easier to ensure that you even get looked at, that your application even gets opened, is to make sure that it comes in through somebody that you know. And those private referral links don't work if you've already applied cold in a lot of cases,
Mm.
because you're already in there for the job, right? So you can't apply again. So that's one of the things that I try to remind people, even in our space, especially because I know a lot of folks in our industry have been looking this last year, and it's find the job, find the people that work there, get that connection to be able to get that referral, and your likelihood that you actually get a call back is going to increase exponentially.
And from your marketing brain too, I know sometimes there are incentives for employees that get people hired. So if you feel a little guilty about cold messaging someone on LinkedIn, they may get a benefit from referring someone, right?
Right. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate all your wisdom and time and kind of talking about something that I feel like people notice but don't know there's a separate whole marketing division behind it. This was really illuminating, at least for me.
Good.
Well, thank you so much. And for all the listeners out there, thank you for joining us today. You can catch us every Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And if you're hungry for other Purple Acorn shows, you can head to purpleacornnetwork.com and Purple Acorn on LinkedIn. See you next time at From the Desk with me, Jada Montemurano.